and almost uninterrupted. Get ready for the most extra podcast known to man. The Ace and TJ Show presents the Extra Funny Podcast.
So, Rob, have you gotten one of those enchiritos yet since you got the announcement this morning? Have you sneaked out during one of the commercial breaks and get you one?
No.
You getting one today?
No.
That's right. You can't take that downtime to eat it.
No,
because you got to eat on the drive home.
Yeah, if I was getting Taco Bell, I'd get it up here in Mooresville and eat it on the interstate going home.
How many days a week do you eat lunch on the way home, Rob?
It depends how I'm feeling. At least 2 or 3.
I got to be honest, that didn't look that great.
It looks pretty good.
Looks
because
good.
I'm a wet burrito person.
Yeah, me
Yeah, but are those noodles over the top of it?
No,
That's cheese.
Oh, that's cheese. Okay,
It's
never mind. That looks better. I
Mexican
thought it was
Noodles over
noodles.
a burrito.
Mexican spaghetti.
I thought it was noodles or something. I thought it was weird.
But I always get.
I'm looking at it from across the room. I thought it looked like noodles on Ricketts' computer.
When I eat at Mexico, I will always get a burrito, beef burrito covered in red sauce and queso,
Yep.
and sprinkle with extra cilantro.
Solid.
But yeah, Rob, this looks pretty good. But I don't know. Here's the thing:
That looks good.
if you're going to Taco Bell and you want to get this, okay. But if you just want a good burrito, you could walk into a Mexican restaurant just about anywhere in any town, get a fresh homemade situation like that, probably in just as little a time as it would take you to go through the drive-thru at Taco Bell, and probably not much more money.
But allow me to answer for Rob here. You'd have to get out of the car and encounter humans.
That's true.
That's why Rob will always go Taco Bell, because it's the drive-thru. He doesn't have to get out of the car, and he has very little contact with humans while he does it.
I also know exactly the ingredients that are going to be on the one at Taco Bell. You go to a Mexican restaurant, they might throw some onions and stuff. You just don't know about it.
You could ask or read the menu.
That's too much work.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know what I'm
It's too
getting.
much work to go. What all do y'all put on that?
He's worried he won't understand them
Okay.
because they speak a Spanish.
Remember, I speak Spanish the best of anybody in these 2 rooms.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, do you go to Taco Bell, anybody in general, and you ever get just one thing?
Oh,
No.
Right.
can't.
Yeah, diarrhea. No, I love the Taco Bell. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, why
we
would
probably
you?
shouldn't.
Why would you limit yourself? Thing and go get the chicken soft tacos, but you're going to get at least 2 of them.
Exactly. That's what I mean. You never
They're
get.
little,
They just showed this. Riggins was showing us a video of these people trying whatever that thing is they're talking about, and they come out with just the one. It's like, well, I know they do it for video purposes, but it occurred to me, I've never gone to a Taco Bell and walked out with just one thing. It's always 2 tacos or a couple of enchiladas, whatever.
Yeah. And how deeply into the order do you get when you're eating it before you realize, you know what, all of this pretty much tastes the same.
Yeah.
It really does.
It
You're
does,
right.
because they use all the same ingredients and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
it's
different.
all
A
good.
little bit different. Oh, but this one has Fritos in it. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Dumb question. What's the difference technically between an enchilada and a burrito?
An enchilada is made with a corn tortilla.
Okay.
And a burrito is usually made with a flour tortilla.
And that's it?
I think so. The
Enchiladas
sauce
are
is
baked.
different. Yeah, and the sauce is different.
Okay. And
Enchiladas
enchiladas
are baked.
Okay, I didn't know that. All right. And what are
Burritos are put together, so you have all the ingredients and you put it in the tortilla and wrap the tortilla up.
okay, so they don't
Yeah,
really
the
do anything to
enchiladas
They don't put it in
are
the-
put together and then baked.
Okay.
That's different than a tamale, because a tamale is made of corn based breading, like
wrapped
cornbread
They come wrapped in tinfoil.
or corn shucks.
Yeah. Well, all the tamales I've ever had were wrapped in tinfoil and then corn shucks inside that.
I love tamales.
Like those roadside tamales you can get, or food truck tamales, are phenomenal.
Y'all don't have tamales on y'all's food truck, do you, Alex?
No, that's not.
That's not
something
Dominican
It's not
food.
Dominican, but Salvadorians have their own version of tamales. My
Yeah.
grandmother makes them really good.
I think the Cubans do too. I had good tamales at a Cuban restaurant one time.
Man, that'd be good right now.
Wasn't it somebody in that room that said they liked the tamales in the can?
Yeah, Riggins.
Yeah, we had them growing up.
And you had them recently, didn't
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
And they held up. They were just as good.
No, they weren't just as good as I remember. But I mean, they were like the consistency of any Chef Boyardee product. I mean, everything was real soft and
He said he didn't like them coming out of his can.
yeah. No, they were fine.
That is one of those things in life, though, that is such a disappointment. Whether it's food or a movie or something, when you go back and you get all hyped up to see it, or you get hyped up to eat it, and then after, as an adult, you're like, this is not as good as I remember it being. That's just such an overwhelming sense of disappointment. It's such a letdown.
Yeah, when I was a trashy little kid, well, I mean, I wasn't trashy. My parents were. They dragged me along with them. I used to love a can of Hormel chili over spaghetti. That was one of my favorite things. But then the first time I had homemade chili, I was like, why would I ever eat a can of chili again?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Because it's fast.
It's easy. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Are you saying?
But it's not worth it.
Are you saying like with spaghetti noodles or like the actual a spaghetti dish with chili on, like red sauce and everything? I'm just
No. Just the spaghetti itself, the pasta.
okay. So
Yeah,
like
it's-
a Skyline thing, all right? Isn't that what they do?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Like Skyline chili?
Yes, Rob.
Okay.
Cincinnati chili.
Oh, I don't know anything about Yankee ass shit.
I'm telling you
I
what,
just know that when I was a kid, we would put chili on spaghetti.
Oh,
and
you
it
were
was
doing a
good.
Yankee thing then.
Yeah. It's good, though. That Skyline chili is delicious.
No beans though.
Yeah.
I take chili all the time, but no beans.
It's very anti-bean.
I know.
I hate them. I hate them. I hate them.
Not me. I love a bean.
I do too.
All kinds of beans.
Oh, sure. Pintos, white beans,
Red beans, baked beans.
black beans.
How do you not like beans? I've never.
I don't like them.
You don't like them either, Rob.
Love beans.
No, thank you.
I'm not shocked that you don't like them, Rob.
Weird texture, weird flavor. Ugh.
Yep.
Even baked beans, really.
Yeah.
Just like saucy and the meat, like, ooh.
Man, you got some,
know what?
some
Brisket in there?
pork and
Oh.
beans with some bacon in there and everything.
I only like
Pieces of ham or whatever. Damn.
I only like my beans with a little cut up weenies in them. All right.
okay,
beanie
that's like-
weenie.
That's the only kind I
That's
eat.
just pork and beans, kind of. Then, right?
You can't go wrong with beanie weenie.
That's another thing. I used to eat the crap out of those things. I don't know if I could get it down right now. At my age, I'd be.
Reflexing everywhere.
Tore up.
Yeah.
think
When
I-
you cross over to that age where you got to worry about reflux.
No, I mean just the sophistication of my palate since I was, in college.
Goodness.
But you're that way too about peas, Alexis? Like
I
black-eyed
don't-
peas?
I don't think I like black-eyed peas. I definitely don't like green peas. I don't. Yeah.
I can't
The
imagine
only
life
thing I
without
like
having
is
had black
green
eyed
beans.
peas.
What?
Green beans.
Yeah.
You like green
And I
want
like edamame.
Yeah,
beans.
that's good. Those are soybeans.
Yeah, I like those. But that's it.
But I don't like damn green beans squeaking in my mouth. I hate that. Like those fancy restaurant green beans.
Yeah.
Those, what are they called? Blanched.
Is that like a cheese curd, and that's how you know it's a good one? Is it
No,
sweet?
it's how you know it's a bad one.
Oh, okay.
That's where they just throw the big old ass green beans in a pot of boiling water with salt for about 5 seconds and then take them out. They come out and they're all slick and ugh.
Got to bite to them.
I'd be like, don't. But my wife would eat green beans with every meal.
I could do.
I like them.
Some butter and melted in there. Oof. And some corn. Mm.
And she always, I thought we could have green beans. I mean, like, again? Damn.
Although I do not like them as much. When I was a kid, my mom made them, but those kind that came out of just out of the can. You throw them in the pot and heat them up. She just take a big glop of butter, and flip it in there, and throw some salt in there. They're good, but they're not as good as other ways that I've learned to fix them as an adult.
Yeah, well.
But because those are always that soft kind of green bean. That,
Yeah.
that are, they're
You cook green beans?
yeah.
In what ways?
Usually in a skillet with a little like light little vinaigrette in the balsamic vinaigrette in the bottom of it.
Green
and-
beans with balsamic
and throw a little
vinaigrette?
seasoning on them. Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Okay. Me neither.
Just trying you.
But
I know she.
doesn't mean it's bad.
For a good reason. I was curious too. But I
Because he's
wasn't
like,
asking.
how I fix them. I'm like, how do you fix green beans?
Call it Uber Eats. It's like, give me some green beans.
Just throw them in the skillet. And just,
With Vinaigrette.
Drop a little salt in there, maybe
Okay.
a little bit of Tony's or something in there.
Italian vinaigrette.
What do you mean?
Raspberry vinaigrette.
With
Ketchup?
Cajun seasoning.
Ketchup, a couple croutons.
Yeah.
I'm set.
It's good shit. It is good shit.
Raisins.
Sorry, it's not. It's not balsamic vinaigrette. It's olive oil. A little.
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say.
Olive oil. Sorry, I got
Those
confused
flavor
there.
profiles.
It's
are
olive
good.
oil, not balsamic vinaigrette.
It's the other part that goes with an oil and vinegar salad
Yeah.
dressing.
It's the olive oil.
Half a cup of mustard.
This Cajun seasoning always goes great with balsamic vinaigrette.
A little bit.
It's
little bit of
olive oil.
mayonnaise.
I misspoke. It's olive oil. Put a little bit, just enough to cover the bottom of the pan. Drop them in there.
Crumble up some Ritz.
Oh God.
I made one little error in my explanation, but yes.
No,
Do it
those
that
sound
way.
delicious.
And I would just sprinkle some salt in there, and I will do a little bit of Tony's just to give it a little kick.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, I put Tony's on everything.
Yeah, I do too.
So
I got a question. Maybe it wasn't a northern thing, but we had our green beans cooked with potatoes a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Is
we
that a
do
thing?
that too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when they're fresh from the garden. So you got those little red potatoes. Throw them in there with the fresh green beans.
Put it in the oven.
Have y'all
like
ever
a chicken.
Have y'all ever snapped green beans? You ever had to do that?
I have
Yeah.
not.
You used to. I mean, you walk into my grandmother's house and there'd just be big bags of bushels of green beans that they had bought. Just sit there and
It's like snapping the ends off, right? Or
then breaking
Yeah.
them
Breaking
into
them. Mm-hmm.
smaller pieces, yeah. Or shelling purple hull peas.
Peas,
That's
yeah.
my favorite.
Never shelled
That's
peas.
my favorite pea in the world is a purple hull pea.
when I was real little at my grandtoo, and I remember going out there and they had potatoes and peas and all out there. I was like, damn, this is like I'm 5. What are we doing? This is
The Garden of Eden out here. You got peas.
Yeah, but then the down part was always that was okay, but always afterward it's like, damn, now we're gonna spend the evening sitting outside doing these, peas and
Shelling
On the
peas.
porch?
Yeah.
On the
Good
porch?
Lord.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Sitting out in the heat doing that
sit
shit.
outside with my
I mean,
grandmother.
You'd be sitting
what you
in,
do.
in the air conditioning.
Sucks.
Didn't suck. It was good.
I was like, and this is happening outside.
Yeah, we'd be out. We'd be out in that pea patch, and then it'd get dark. And we look up and figure out how we're gonna get back to Meemaw's, and that old yellow bulb would lead us home.
Oh,
If the world had a front porch,
but we were grateful.
Is that a Tracy Lawrence?
yeah,
Okay.
Tracy Lawrence came up on my Spotify the other day. What was that? The Paint Me in Birmingham?
yeah,
Birmingham?
Paint Me in Birmingham.
that's a
That's a good song.
Yeah,
It's a great song.
all of his is great.
Is he still alive?
Are they?
Well, we're talking about shelling peas on the front porch. And all kinds of other shit. Fair question.
It was a fair question, I think. Yeah.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little extra. More of the Extra Funny podcast in 3 minutes. It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little extra. More of the Extra Funny podcast in 3 minutes.
You hear it? Now see it. Watch Riggins' facial reactions, Alexis's banter with TJ, Ace's pearly white complexion in all its glory. On your phone, on your smart TV, this is Ace TJ TV.
Whoa! This is the all-new Doritos Cool Ranch Papadilla from Papa John's. Bold Doritos Cool Ranch flavors with our signature flatbread style sandwich for the zestiest flavor mashup ever. Only at Papa John's.
It's Gaston County. Go to acetj.com/Gaston. That's acetj.com/Gaston to find out about all the incredible stuff that you can do this summer in Gaston County. Hiking, biking, swimming, shopping, great places to stay, and things like the Ridgeline Craft Beverage Trail. Gaston County offers a lot of different and unique opportunities for you to make some incredible memories over the summer. And many of them are outdoors. This is a special time of the year, not too hot, just right for zip lines or hiking, biking, getting out on the trails. Makes no difference. They've got it all. Whether you're a novice or you're experienced in whatever you want to do, Gaston County has something special for you. Go to acetj.com/Gaston and find out all about the incredible things to do this summer in Gaston County. That's acetj.com/Gaston to find out what's happening in Gaston County.
Putting the X in extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ Show.
Katie, the latest and greatest sofas and sectionals at Sweet Dreams are so bootylicious.
Wait a second. Did you seriously just say bootylicious?
Yep, that's right. It's our duty to please your booty.
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a bootylicious deal to me.
Here's a great way to save money on your prescription medications. If you take Viagra or Cialis, we can give you a way to pay as little as $2 a pill. Compare that to prices as high as $60 per tablet.
More than just a little funny. This is Extra Funny. This is the Ace and TJ Show's Extra Funny Podcast. In Extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ Show. Yeah.
Extra dirty, extra nasty. Yeah, I know that one sounds weird. It sounds worse, does it? Yeah.
Another good line from a Tracy Lawrence song is yesterday's jealous man is today's lonely fool. Don't play that. Don't play that shit.
Yeah.
Yesterday, all my problems seem so far
How you know that
away.
song?
I don't know. It's just in my brain.
It's troubles.
Oh.
So, there is my favorite story of the day. And some people may not find it as funny as I do, but. So, this is in Philadelphia. It was a road rage incident. A guy gets out of his vehicle with a crowbar and approaches a woman's car and goes crazy, yelling, screaming, and busts out the passenger's side window of her car. And he's coming after her, I guess, or he's just trying to, go crazy, not realizing that she is a licensed gun carrier, which I didn't even know you could be in Philadelphia, but she is. She's a licensed gun owner. Shot him right in the crotch.
Not a problem with it.
Her life was in danger. He's busting out her window. She doesn't know what he's going to do with that crowbar. Pow, pow. She shot one time, took off. He got back in his vehicle and tried to drive a little bit and then just ended up falling out into the road. He's not dead, though.
Yeah,
but he is in critical condition, and he probably won't ever go after anybody with a crowbar in traffic again,
But
especially a woman.
There are a lot of people that will say, well, she didn't know what was going to, she didn't have any reason to shoot him because he just knocked the window out of her car. Now, I'm not one of those people. I think once he knocks the window out of your car, you're fair game. You don't know what's going to happen next, and
Right,
you
he's
can't wait.
coming-
Especially with a woman, you can't wait to see what happens next.
Yeah, he's coming after you with a deadly weapon.
Yeah.
In a rage. She had to stop him. Boom.
Damn, right in the nuts.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, he's standing at her passenger window. She just grabs the gun and shoots. That's what's going to be close to that height.
The package.
Mm-hmm. Bet you he won't do it again.
That's right.
Bet you he won't.
You probably die from getting shot in the nuts. A lot of blood loss.
Yeah, huh? Mm-hmm. Now, I've never seen a man die from it, like actually witnessed it, but I've heard of it. I've heard tale of it, as they say.
I've watched a man die.
But I was surprised, though, that they allow that in Philadelphia. I mean, it's not a free city. People there aren't free. They live under an iron fist.
Yeah.
Over there.
And under a Liberty Bell.
Yes. Isn't that ironic?
Mm-hmm.
City with the Liberty Bell has little liberty for its citizens.
Terrible.
So, would y'all have a problem if you're on a flight, on a commercial flight, and there is a you're sitting right behind a couple and their baby. They're in the row, directly in front of you.
Right.
And the baby messes up his diaper and it's stinking. And they throw the baby up on the tray table thing to change his diaper. Would y'all have a problem with that?
Yeah, that's not right. I don't think you're supposed to do that.
You're not.
But I'm not going to.
I don't think at least they're taking care of this.
I'm not going to say anything, and I'm not going to alert the flight attendant. But
now, if it was right next to you, would it make a difference?
No.
So that they were in the back of the plane, right next to the lavatory.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And that they do have changing tables in there.
Yeah.
And that's a tight fit. I mean, a tray table, not big, and if it's unless it's like a brand new baby.
Yeah.
They probably use 2 tray tables.
Oh, yeah, that is gross though.
And this was evidently a long flight because it happened twice.
Oh man!
But I think just doing it right there, and then everybody on the plane is then going to have to smell it. If you go into the bathroom, at least you kind of contain the smell of it going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rude, and it's not what you should do. But I don't know that I would freak out over it.
And this woman asked if they could please use the plane bathroom instead of exposing everyone on the plane to the smell. Ugh. And said the mom went off on her.
Oh, see, now the mom needs to calm down.
She said that I had no idea how stressful it is to travel with an infant, which is true. I don't have kids. But listen, just because you have kids and it can be difficult and stressful at times, that doesn't mean anybody else should have to change or be interrupted in their lives.
Yeah, exactly.
Because of you.
You still have to think of other people.
Yeah. Because it doesn't take a village to raise a child. It takes the parents. It takes a village is one of the stupidest ass things anybody's ever said. It takes a village to raise a child. No. It takes the parents. So don't be thinking that the village is responsible for sitting there and watching you and change your baby's diaper and having to smell it, because having a child on a plane is stressful.
Ooh. Yeah, that sucks.
She said the flight attendant at the back of the plane had an announcement that all diaper changing needed to be done in the bathrooms, after which both parents looked extremely annoyed.
Oops.
So they are
But I
annoyed
mean,
as opposed to being embarrassed. Like you,
right? Because they have no
shame.
Shame diminishes the sense of entitlement.
Right, and because they're parents, they should be able to do what they want, what they need to do, because people don't understand. People do understand. A lot of people that travel with babies go to the bathroom.
Well, they're parents and they're people living in 2023. I think that's the mentality of so many people. It's like, well, my needs, my wants, my inconvenience or convenience is the only thing that's important. My.
True. You're right.
Oh, it's so gross.
Because the woman said the baby was crying, the whole thing. She said, I wasn't worried about the crying. I get that. I know you can't really stop it. Sometimes the baby's going to cry. But it was avoidable that the parents just get their lazy asses up and go change the baby in the lavatory.
Especially when you're right there. It's not even you don't have to get out and parade down the aisles and all that kind of stuff. They said it's at the back of the plane. They were right by the bathroom. Just a step or two and you're in the bathroom. And probably when you go in and use the changing table, much easier than using those trays while sitting at your seat. I mean, it's set up for you to do that. So it would be easier and better for everybody.
Then you got to get up.
You got that right. Then you got to get up.
Mm-hmm. It's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
You just got to avoid everybody.
You could also run into some cool people, Rob.
Well, the odds are not great anymore.
Make your life better.
Like some cool people.
Some cool people.
You might run into some cool people at a Cinderella concert or something.
Oh, yeah. You might run into some other Dungeons and Dragons players that you didn't know about. You might run into somebody else who's rocking Zelda that weekend or whatever.
Guess who I ran into? The touring bassist for Faster Pussycat. The session drummer. For Steel Panther.
I run into Zelda herself.
Yeah, I mean, anything can happen.
So you've gotten that way too, Alexis? You don't like to be around the public?
No, I don't. I just like being at home. I get it.
But what about on that food truck? Are you dealing with the public, or are you in there cooking and cleaning?
No.
Like you're supposed to.
Stop it.
Like God made you to do.
Or is she just doing whatever Jay tells her to do that day?
He always tells me every time I'm washing the dishes or I'm doing something, that's when he'll decide to tell me how beautiful I am. And I'm like, every time you say that's when I'm cooking or cleaning. I don't know if I like that.
That's interesting. A little Freudian there.
Could be a pattern developing.
Yeah, he'll come and kiss me and he's like, you're so beautiful. I'm like, but no, I mean, I have to talk to the people.
I love that, though. It's only when you're doing the dishes that he tells you how beautiful you are.
I'd be like, hey,
love
y'all do the flirting and kissing at home. I'm waiting on my damn empanada. Get that shit going.
Come
I want my what is it? Cheese melt.
It's the chopped cheese.
Chopped cheese. I want that. I'm ready.
Man, that's hilarious, though, that he tells you every time you're washing dishes. You're so beautiful.
Yeah, he'll come. That's when he gets extra affectionate. I'm like, I don't know about that, dude.
I love you in a hairnet.
But, women say that about men all the time. And that's why I always say it's bullshit. There's nothing sexier than seeing a man doing dishes or cleaning up the kitchen. Get out of here. That's not true. Nothing sexier than seeing a man all oiled up.
Oh, my God.
Walking around in nothing but cowboy boots. Like old Burt Reynolds in that movie, Striptease or whatever it was.
Oiled up in cowboy boots?
Yeah, he's covered in Vaseline head to toe in his cowboy boots.
When he walks,
he was twishing.
Yeah, you walk, you hear his feet goes.
That must take forever to get off.
Yeah.
If you covered your whole body in Vaseline, oh my gosh.
I would rather have to try to get Vaseline off of my skin than to hear somebody call it Vaseline.
Where's your Vaseline?
Yeah, he's in there, man. You need to get you some Vaseline if your ass is raw.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little something extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast. More next. It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little extra. More of the Extra Funny Podcast in 3 minutes.
You hear it? Now see it. Watch Riggins' facial reactions.
Alexa, turn on the universe.
On your phone, on your smart TV. This is Ace TJ TV.
Yes, it's spring and summer will be here soon. Everybody's outside having a good time. They're going to the pools and the beaches and all. And if that's not for you, only because you're feeling like you're not so confident in the way you look, or you're uncomfortable because you have extra weight on you at the moment, then you need our friends at Calitrin. You see, Calitrin is different. Calitrin is not a diet drug, and it's not going to increase your heart rate and make you feel like you're nervous and all of that. It is the top quality collagen, and we need collagen in our system, and we lose it over time. And Calitrin replaces that collagen. And, it promotes fat loss and lean muscle. And it does it the healthy way. It helps you lose weight the healthy way. So it's not claiming to make you lose 30 pounds overnight. It doesn't do that. It's consistency. That's the key with Calitrin. And when you order 3 months supply, you're going to get 2 months free and $21 off. Go to acetj.com/weight loss and order Calitrin today.
Whoa! This is the all-new Doritos Cool Ranch Papadilla from Papa John's. Bold Doritos Cool Ranch flavors with our signature flatbread style sandwich for the zestiest flavor mashup ever. Only at Papa John's.
Ace TJ 5G is possible thanks to our friends from O'Connor Insurance Associates. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated, and they can help you get the most insurance for your money. All you have to do is head over to acetj.com/O'Connor.
If you've been injured in an accident that's not your fault and you don't have an attorney, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to answer your questions and tell you what your case is potentially worth. Hi, I'm Gina, along with spokesman Rob. So, Rob, tell the folks at home who should call right now.
Just like you said, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, you don't have an attorney, give us a call right now. We're going to answer all of your questions, and we'll let you know what your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Rob. You heard it, folks at home. Pick up the phone, call now.
All guests of the Ace and TJ show stay at the Hyatt Centric South Park, a fantastic hotel in the beautiful South Park neighborhood in Charlotte. You'll find gourmet restaurants, specialty boutiques, lively breweries, and area landmarks all surrounding this incredible hotel. The Hyatt Centric South Park.
More than just a little funny. This is extra funny. This is the Ace and TJ Show's Extra Funny Podcast.
Alexis, has your boyfriend Jay ever yelled at you during when y'all were working on the food truck together?
Yelled at me?
Yes. Alexis, you've got to hurry up with this.
Oh, no.
I need the empanadas now.
That's me.
You yell at him?
Yeah, sometimes. But that's just restaurant culture. It's like that's
Where
how it
the
is.
employee yells at the boss?
He's not my boss.
Yes, he is.
No, he is not.
He's absolutely your boss.
No, he is absolutely not my boss.
Well, what is he then?
We're co-bosses.
What, excuse me?
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, I had to leave for something, and I heard you guys talking about like her percent or what she thinks she should own of the food truck once they get married. That was a really interesting conversation and pretty telling. That you thought you would be like I forget what the number was, but you were saying, no, this is a 50-50 deal.
Yeah, I mean, where it's going and the amount of work I put into it and the behind the scenes to where it's going to be, yeah.
So, but right now, when y'all work on the food truck, he's not the boss?
No.
Yes, he is.
He's not the boss. Do you guys even know how much like I manage him for the food truck?
No, I'm just saying, but he's
but if you do, that's not right.
No, but
He owns the business.
Yeah, but he knows that it's for the best of the business. He gets that. You can ask him that.
Now he does.
No.
He's gonna get tired of you nagging him, and he's
I
gonna be
don't
like,
nag
"This is
him.
my shit. You don't come in here and tell me what to do in my business."
Yeah, but he
Now,
understands
that's
that
what
I
he's
have
gonna say.
more. I have a lot more experience than he does when it comes to some of those things.
Yeah, but that would make you the manager and him the business owner, and right?
Yeah.
Correct.
Well, isn't the business owner the boss of the
He's
manager?
not my boss. I don't have a boss.
So, but wait, and I don't know the details. I'm just confirming. He started this before y'all even knew each other. Or I guess you've known each other for
Yeah.
years. But before y'all were together, he's had this for a while, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
How many years has he been doing this? Been his livelihood?
2 years.
Too.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. You told us. Yeah.
And he put up the money and started the whole thing.
It's
But
less
you're-
than
Yeah, I'm not saying that you're going to give me 50% now. I'm saying that to where we're taking this business and to what
Yeah.
it's going to be in the next few years, yes,
And
it's
look-
going to be a 50-50.
In all seriousness, you know, I joke around with you a lot. I kid you because you're a kidder, but I don't doubt for 1 second that what you're able to do and are doing with that business is going to be great for it.
Oh, same. I feel the same way. Absolutely.
You're so knowledgeable on all of that restaurant stuff and on promotion and things like that. But the fact of the matter is, he's your boss.
He's not my boss. He's not my boss.
And as
He's
a matter
not.
of fact,
We're co-bosses.
Look, I'm gonna suggest to him that he make you refer to him as Big Boss Man. From
No,
now on.
I will not.
What's up? Good morning, Big Boss
Hey,
Man.
Big Boss Man. Hey, y'all, here, put them quarters away. Let's stop pitching. Here comes Big Boss Man.
Right.
We out here pitching quarters.
No way, Jose.
I thought his name was Juan.
I'm not doing
Yeah.
She don't like that.
Oh, you're not my boss.
Well, you know what? I don't like it when I have to, hear my doctor say I need to lose weight. But it's reality.
It's not her reality.
No.
Her reality
He
is
can't
that
fire me.
he's oh, yes, he can.
No, he can't.
How would he fire? No, she's right about. How could he possibly
He
fire her
can't.
when they're in a relationship together?
He could say, "Hey, I love you, and I want to spend the rest of my life with you, but I don't like you working here in the food truck anymore. So you don't have to worry
Let me
about
tell
that."
you something. So his sister helps out on the food truck also, right? And so she'll kind of give me a break here and there because some days, weeks I'm working like days straight. He doesn't even like it when anybody else comes on the truck. He wants me to be there on the truck at all the time. And I'm like, dude, no.
All bosses have their favorite employees.
Well, not when you only have one employee.
So is he his
He-
sister's boss?
Nope.
No.
I wouldn't say he's his sister's boss.
But you can't have a business without a boss. Who's the boss?
Everybody's a boss in their heart.
Oh my God.
And what do you mean? How is he going to fire her if he wants to fire her? Why? Because she'd sue him?
No, because there's no way. I mean, technically, obviously he could.
But yeah,
but they're not going to exist in a relationship.
Right.
if he
That's what I'm
fires
saying.
her.
I'm saying
There's
that
no
a,
way.
a breakup is a firing.
Yes, it would have to be.
Yeah.
But can it go the other way? Can he fire her from the food truck without there being a breakup?
No.
Meaning, like I said, if he said, "Look, I love you, and I want to spend the rest of my life with you. You're going to be my wife. We're going to have kids and all that. But this is my business, and I can't handle it working with you here anymore. So I think for the best of our relationship, you don't have to work on the food truck anymore."
I'd say good luck.
And would you say? Would you say
be like, okay, now I don't even have to work on this food truck. I don't have to do anything.
No, I know, but I also would know how hard it would be to find someone that can do the things I can do.
I know, but what I'm saying is, at that point, would you tell him that I don't want to be in a relationship with you?
No.
If you're not, okay, so
Yeah,
you
that's what
could
I'm saying.
stay in the. He could essentially, technically, fire you from the food truck, and you would stay in the relationship. with
Yeah, I
him.
would have so much more free time.
That's what I'm saying.
I would have all the free time.
I bet she would love that.
Yeah.
She could be, walking in the park and every afternoon and taking naps and doing whatever.
Yeah, like last summer around this time, I was going to the pool every day. I was hanging out, watching TV.
yeah, you met Mr.
That's
James
non-existent now.
But I think the only thing that would be a little sticky is when he came in talking about how good the new girl's working out.
No, there wouldn't be girls on the truck.
He likes them old, doesn't he?
He used to.
You're like, oh.
Legally, he can't say no girls.
Yeah,
right?
that's right. He legally can't do that.
Yeah.
It's no longer an equal opportunity employer.
But he is your boss.
He's not my boss.
When that food truck is going, he's the boss
He's
of
not.
it. You don't think so, Riggins?
That he's the boss? Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he's absolutely the boss.
But she's the manager. But
Right.
there's a boss. Yeah.
He is the boss of the manager. That's
She may not like that
He's not my
because they do work in tandem. But yeah, he obviously.
Well, most
is.
good owners, managers, combos do. The manager works well in conjunction with the owner.
Okay, so what happens when legally I'm also an owner then? Are we then co-bosses?
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's not on paper, all right, but pretty much.
But in that case, you
Just like your marriage. It's not on paper, but pretty much.
But in that case, you do have to factor in percentages.
Yeah.
Because if it's 60-40, he's still the boss.
No, Yep.
Because he can make the final call because he owns a bigger percentage than you
It's
do.
not going to be
If
that.
there's a voting tie, he has the deciding vote.
We already talked about all this.
Yeah, but
So
talking about it as a new in a new relationship and all, y'all still goo over each other. But let that settle in when he's clicking that tongue a little too much. That you said gets on your nerves while he's sleeping. Y'all start looking at each other differently. He'd be like, I don't even want to look at her in my food truck again.
You got to record what this noise is because I'm confused about it. To be honest with you.
So
Try to get a recording of it today so we can hear it.
all right, what would he say if we asked him, are you her boss? He'd say no.
he would say yes to get on my nerves because we say this all the time to each other.
Yeah.
So
he
He'll
gets
joke
on
around.
he gets on your nerves whenever he's right about something.
No, because he's not right.
Whenever he's stating facts.
So he points out to you then that he's the boss?
Yeah, he'll say that.
So
But-
you're the only one who thinks you're not the boss. Of
Mhm.
anybody, it seems.
Rob, I think you should shut up.
Okay, but then just take it the other way then. Let's say it's a woman who owns a restaurant or whatever, and then her new boyfriend, and, they're planning to get married. They're talking about that and all, and then she comes and he comes and starts helping her with his area of expertise in the business and all. They're working together every day, and he's acting as a manager. Is she his boss?
I wouldn't say anybody's boss. This is person that's. You know what I am? I'm an outside consultant. Okay, that's what I am.
That's good.
So thank you.
Then he's still the boss.
He's not a boss. It's a contract. I'm my own boss.
Yeah.
Usually those contracts you get paid though.
Independent contractor. Thank you.
Okay, but you say it's not on paper though.
What? Well, no, I'm gonna be I am an independent contractor.
Okay.
Yeah, for tax reasons and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He gonna give you a 1099?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've already, like, that's all been already discussed and taken care of.
Okay. But who hires the consultant?
I hired myself.
The boss.
I actually volunteered my services to him.
We've worked with a lot of consultants. They were all hired by the man that owns the company, the boss.
Yeah, so you know, you just gotta. I think it comes down to, no woman is ever going to want, no matter what the situation is, wouldn't be able to bring themselves to say, my husband or my boyfriend is my boss.
Yeah.
I don't care what the situation is. If the guy has owned the business, his whole family has owned the business for, decades, and he has taken over the management of the business, and he starts seriously dating someone heading to marriage, and she starts working for the business, she would never be, she would call his dad her boss.
Yeah.
But she would never be able to bring herself to call her guy her boss.
But I wouldn't, like, if the situation was reversed and it was my food truck, I would never say that I was his boss, nor would I think about it like that.
I bet he would, though.
No, he wouldn't. Not to the capacity of the work that we do together.
But if somebody asked you, who's the boss of this operation, and it's your business, and he's the manager, what would you say?
I wouldn't say I'm the boss of him. I'd just say I'm the business owner.
Mm-hmm.
Well, which means you're the boss.
But that's the question. Who is the boss here? Who's in charge? Now, on the food wagon, is he in charge?
And what do you mean by in charge?
If that ultimately comes into somebody walks up, say it's an official, an inspector or something, and they says, I'd like to speak to whoever's in charge here.
Well, it's his business. But he's not my boss.
I'm telling you, that's what it all boils down to. It's exactly what, Jody now technically works for ATJ Inc.
Yeah.
So, do you think she would ever say that I'm her boss when it comes to that?
No chance.
No.
Start doing it then. I
think I'm going to start pointing out to Jody that I'm her boss now, too.
Yeah, dude. Hey, I'm your boss.
Yeah.
But like, even on our podcast and all, well, I think she does. She does say, well, I don't know. He's the boss, so whatever. Yeah, so she knows her place. You need to learn yours, Alexis.
Oh, yes.
That's the thing. Jody knows her place. You just need to figure out, how you can bring yourself to say that your boyfriend
Not happening.
is the boss of you.
Not happening.
Mm-hmm. Denial. That's what it is. It's just denial because you just can't
It's
do
the
it.
Ace and TJ Show with a little something extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast.